In this video, we're going to go over the best Chrome extensions to use when you're doing online arbitrage. S is the best. If you guys aren't familiar with this, S is the best, and then F is the worst. So let's just go straight into it. Top Cashback. Top Cashback is hands down my favorite Chrome extension when doing online arbitrage. They pay out a lot more than a lot of these other extensions. Usually, they're always trying to one-up Rakuten, and they do a really great job at that. And I've had zero problems with them paying out my cash back, which has been absolutely amazing. So if you don't already have top cash back, highly recommend getting that. So moving on to the next one, Rakuten. Everybody and their mother knows about Rakuten. If you have any of these extensions installed, you probably have Rakuten installed. I think Rakuten is a really great extension. We're gonna put in A. The reason for that is, yes, it's a great extension. You should have it installed. The thing is, I found that they won't pay out your cash back if you're hitting like a certain site very heavy. So you're spending $1,000, $2,000 there. Sometimes they'll basically throttle your cash back and they won't give you as much as you should be getting. So that's kind of why I put it in the A section. It's still a wonderful extension and I would highly recommend that you have it installed. So going into the next one, we have SellerAmp. So SellerAmp at this point is pretty much an industry standard for doing online arbitrage. And what SellerAmp does is, say you find a profitable product on Amazon, you can put in your buy cost for that item and quickly see whether or not the item's profitable. Absolutely amazing. And yeah, I mean, SellerAmp just makes doing online arbitrage in general just like super easy. So right now we're looking at Capital One shopping. So this is another Chrome extension that I absolutely love because it has some of these very exclusive offers for a very short amount of time. Like the other day, they had over 10% cash back on Lego, so that was super helpful. And a lot of these other extensions don't offer that. Now, I love Capital One. It applies a bunch of coupons when you're, say, on like a site like Finish Line, and it's just like it's super helpful. It's just one of those Chrome extensions that you need to have downloaded because you never know when. Say you're on Finish Line, say Rakuten's offering 5% cash back, maybe Capital One would be offering 10%. So then, obviously you want to make sure you have Capital One installed also because you want to take advantage of maximizing your cash back. This next one, I think you guys already know where this one's going, Keepa. It's got to go into S tier. If you're a new online arbitrage seller, if you have nothing else but Keepa, like I mean, you could be completely fine. Keepa is everything. I love Keepa. Best. I don't know how anybody would do OA without Keepa. Keepa is basically like Keepa's everything. That's all I gotta say. I don't think I have to say too much about it. Keepa's everything. You make all of your buying decisions with Keepa, and an absolutely amazing software. So we're just gonna continue on. But if you're doing OA, like you have to have Keepa. It's not optional. That's how I feel at least. So we're going to the next one. So we got Honey. So Honey, I like it. It has some features. I would make sure you have it installed. It does have some pretty good offers sometimes. So there's a few things about Honey that's good. So they offer you a bunch of coupons that sometimes other sites don't have, so that's useful. They also have an activate cash back option, but I never find that one to really pay out well. But the main reason that I use Honey is sometimes on a site, say like GameStop, they'll offer you a discounted gift card when you go and check out, and that discounted gift card is instant delivery, so it actually helps out a ton. So say you're like checking out on GameStop, you're gonna pay $100 for an item. Honey will say, hey, like I have a discounted gift card where you can save 7%. So that actually really helps out. So if you're spending $100 on GameStop, you'd save $7, but just by pressing an extra button to buy that discounted gift card and then checking out with that Honey discounted gift card. So I really like Honey. Honey's awesome. Definitely have it installed. So if you guys don't know what this one is, it's a Chrome extension where you earn points instead of in the form of cashback, it's in the form of Southwest airline miles. But you get it in these points that I believe you can convert to using on Southwest flights. I really didn't like this Chrome extension. It seemed like it didn't pay out nearly as well as the other cashback portals, and you could only get paid out in Southwest flights. So it was all around just a no-go for me, so that's going to go in F. Honestly, I wouldn't even bother with that. Be Frugal is one of those. I've never really used Be Frugal too much. I played around with it for about a week. It didn't seem the best, but I've heard sometimes it's pretty good. Um, I'm just gonna put that in F just because I wouldn't recommend somebody that's new or somebody that's even like pretty seasoned to download those extensions. But if you guys want to play around with that, you can. So then we're going into the bird extension. This is one that my friend John kind of played around a little bit with. He never said that he got paid out with it. I have I've never used it myself, so we're just gonna put that in F. You guys can try out the bird and see if you like it. But this is basically everything in F. I wouldn't even install. Um, so let's just keep on going. So RetailMeNot, I actually really like RetailMeNot. We're gonna put it in B. Because the thing about RetailMeNot is, yes, it offers good cash back, but the thing is that I found with RetailMeNot, so say you order, let's say $1,000 on a website worth of product and you activate RetailMeNot, they'll only pay you up to $50 per day in cash back. So that's one thing that I don't like because they kind of hard cap you on how much cash back you can get per day. So I really don't like that aspect. But the main feature of RetailMeNot that is absolutely amazing, and it's a Chrome extension that you should definitely have installed, is it has all of these coupon codes that a lot of the other extensions miss. So say I know everybody and their mother's using Rakuten. Say Rakuten only has certain types of discount codes. RetailMeNot has all of the ones that all these other extensions are missing. So like I found so many good products that you use the RetailMeNot extension, and it gives you this code that all of the other ones miss. So I highly suggest getting RetailMeNot. It will definitely help you out when you do online arbitrage. So we're going into the next one. I believe this one's called Qbert. I've never used it, but I've heard it's basically like a honey clone. So we're just gonna put that at D tier, because I mean honey's pretty good. I'm assuming that extension's all right. But it's nothing that I would just tell somebody, hey, install this from the get-go. And then we have Amazon FBA calculator. So this one was actually a pretty good Chrome extension, and I've used this in the past before SellerAmp came out. But basically, since SellerAmp's out now, there's no really good reason to have this installed because SellerAmp just does what that extension did. But so much better. So I'm just gonna put this in D because like yes, you can use it, but it's not the best. So just kind of like a recap of everything. Hopefully you guys have gotten some value out of this video. But as like a recap, I would definitely have everything from C tier to S tier installed. I use all of these every single day in my online arbitrage business, and they help out tremendously.